What's up? So we back again with another episode of Tech is a Wave. Just want to say thank you for the first one, all the love and support we received on that. Feedback was amazing. We want to keep doing this and providing valuable content for everyone out there so we could just provide as much, advice and value as possible. Got my boy Fortune here again with me. What's going on, bro? How you feeling?
Can't complain, bro. Just another day for the grind.
I know. You been good though? Everything straight?
Everything's good, man. Just try and get to it, man. Try to figure out where to take this life to. There's always a lot of opportunities. Just gotta figure it out.
I feel that definitely. But we got a lot of good content for this episode. Today we're gonna be diving into different topics such as like the economic downturn in the tech industry. Gonna tap into artificial intelligence. That's a big buzzword these days. Gonna talk about augmented reality as well, robotics, and also the future outlook on the tech industry and where we see it going with like all this new technology and how that's pushing the agenda for the future of this industry. So first thing we want to talk about is the economic downturn. So pretty much every industry is taking a big hit, specifically tech. It was the first to take a hit.
Yeah.
And also it's taking one of the biggest hits.
It got ugly. It got real ugly out here.
I know.
Yeah.
How is stuff looking like for your company?
Microsoft announced they was going to let go about 10,000 employees. Started around like January, February, and then it trickled down all the way to March, and some people got let go along the way. So, like you mentioned, it's been a big economic downturn in tech. I heard a lot of people in consulting got let go. Big tech like that let go. Pretty much everybody got hit.
I know.
And it's just really unfortunate, and keep those people in your prayers. But at the same time, we have to figure out how to give them advice and guidance on how to move forward and find that next gig or overcome these challenges, because that's life is going to happen.
Definitely.
So some of the things that I would do if I was in this position, if I was to be laid off, some of the things I would do is really try to sharpen that toolbox. So I could throw out certifications here and there, and revamping your resume. But at this point, I'm really going to tap into my network. Hopefully, if you've done your due diligence and you really networked a lot throughout your time of finally getting the job that you're at now, or throughout your time in school, wherever the case may be, your boot camps. Hopefully, you really leverage your network. So the first thing I would do is probably leverage my network and really get insight and advice of like when they're going to get a new head account, or when are some positions that they foresee coming in, and trying to really connect one person to another person, or maybe that direct connection may allow you to even get that interview. It just really depends. So I would really leverage my network, and then we can start talking about the certification games. There's a lot of great certifications out here. The list goes on. It depends on your focus and what you want to do. But I'm really tapping into my network, revamping my LinkedIn, and really using social media to my advantage.
Yeah, definitely. I also want to talk about events that are happening within like the country as well related to tech. Like recently there was Render ATL.
Yeah, that was a great conference.
Yeah, I didn't get to go to it because I had to work, but a lot of people within the tech industry was there. You could have met a lot of connections there as well. So like Fortune said, you really want to tap into your network and meet people, tell them like about what you do, the opportunities you're looking for. And you never know, you can meet somebody that could give you your next position at a company.
Facts. And just to be completely honest, I always ask myself, if I was laid off, would I publicly announce it? Would I be vulnerable enough to announce, hey, I'm looking for a job, and it sucks being unemployed and I'm trying to find a job? I think I would. It's easier said than done, but this is the opportunity for us to be honest with ourselves here and be a little vulnerable so we can get that job opportunity. There's no shame in the game. It's not like you're underperforming or you did something bad. Maybe the company has a different objective, has a different business need, and things just got tossed in the mix, and they just feel like your position is no longer needed, depending on what sector in tech you work for. So don't feel ashamed. Really tap into that network. Really voice out what you can do, what you can bring to the table, and sometimes being vulnerable can allow for you to see that next level in your life.
Yeah, definitely. I've been seeing a lot of people do that on LinkedIn. Like when they got let go, they just saying like, unfortunately they got laid off from their company and they're looking for new positions. And I go through the comments just to like comment for visibility, so that could go to my network.
Yeah.
But I also see like people offering them opportunities within the comment section as well. So definitely don't feel ashamed to do that, because people are out here to help you.
Yeah.
You know, navigate the waters in this, you know, this economic downturn.
Facts.
But I mean, it is pretty bad, and I don't really know where the future is gonna go. Of course, nobody knows.
I think the tech industry is gonna pick back up.
Of course, most
definitely. I think from like COVID-19, I think there was a lot of different hybrid, or not even hybrid, 100% remote working that was going on there, and there was just a lot of people getting hired. Tech was hot. You can get the certification, do this. We talked about that in the last podcast. So it was really just a buzzing thing, and people were just hiring. And I just think the economy and the way everything is in tech just caught up to us. But I think I don't know when, but I think eventually I'll give it. I won't put a numerical value on it, but I'll give it some time now. I can see the tech industry start booming back up again. It may not be booming back up to where it was when COVID hit and people were getting hired, but I think there will be some open positions, open opportunities.
Most definitely. The beautiful thing about tech is that it runs the world, and it's not going anywhere.
Yeah.
Tech is the wave.
Yeah, tech is literally the wave.
Right. So, although things may be slow right now, things are going to, pick back up.
It's never going to die.
It's absolutely not. And one thing I have seen though is a lot of the remote positions, like a lot of companies aren't just doing remote anymore.
Yeah, you gotta come back to the office. Yeah, you gotta come back to the office now. What do you think about that?
Man, it's like I feel two ways about it.
Yeah.
So don't get me wrong, I enjoy being at home, but I also do like that human interaction and being around people and like conversing,
building that network.
Yeah. And it's funny because when I was like younger and like first graduating from undergrad and getting out into the real world, I always dreamed of having a remote job, and it kind of just happened because I graduated in 2019. Right after that, C-19 hit, and we got to work remote.
Yeah.
And I kind of like started my career inside of that, but the grass isn't always greener on the other side. Sometimes you get bored at home and lonely, and you miss like being around people and like going to the office and going to these different events, especially like at Microsoft. Like that office is beautiful. It's like a campus.
Yeah, office is dope. It's a lot of different things. They give us free drinks. It's a good opportunity. It's a lot of happy hours. We got like a restaurant and like our own happy hour and alcohol and wine and beers.
Y'all got alcohol at the office?
Yeah, cocktails and stuff. We got all
Wow.
that. But it's a really dope opportunity. But to piggyback off that remote topic, I'm kind of indifferent. Like, I don't know if I would say like I like remote work, or I would say I like coming to the office. I think what I like is being able to choose what I want to do when I wake up. So if I wake up in the morning, do I want to go to the office or do I want to stay at home? I don't want it to be any obligations or, hey, you have to come in 3 days or 2 days. I don't want it to be tracked. I just want to be able to do it. And if I'm able to do it, at 9 times out of 10, I'm probably going to do the right thing. I'm not going to go throughout the whole week while coming to the office. I'm going to come show my face, mingle, network, and then get my work done. Or I'm going to stay at home and just, do things through Microsoft Team Chat or whatever the case may be. So I'm on both sides. I think the main part is just having no authority or obligation to be there at a certain time, from this time to this time.
Yeah, I like that freedom too. But yeah, those remote jobs definitely, I feel like they're definitely going away.
Yeah, for sure. They're definitely going
it's more of hybrid now.
Yeah,
so
people definitely make you come to the office.
Yeah, it's either gonna be permanently in the office, maybe like 4. I don't really see companies doing 5 days a week.
No. Yeah, just like how you said, you don't see remote like happening. I also don't see companies saying like, all right, everybody come to the office 5 days a week. Those days are gone. Yeah. I remember when I first did that, when I first graduated, or I think it was like 4 days and just work from home on Friday or something like that. That's cool too, but I don't think it will be anything like 4 or 5 days. I think it will be the hybrid structure you mentioned.
Looking back at that, whoever invented that is just completely insane. Let me just say that. Just going to a location 5 days out of the week, having to commute back and forth,
man.
Dealing with traffic, especially in Atlanta. It's completely ridiculous, and it's a waste of time.
It's losing productivity too.
Exactly. You know how much time you spend just in traffic is ridiculous.
Yeah, it's getting bad.
Well, AI is also taking the industry by storm. It's like
It is.
that's the talk of the town. How do you feel like that's going to impact the tech industry as a whole?
Well, luckily, and I can announce this too. Although none of my comments or opinion are all reflection of myself and none of my company, but luckily I'm on the chat. I'm on the team that actually integrated Chat GPT. So I'm on the team called Bing Search, also known as WebXT. We integrated Chat GPT. So I'm seeing a lot of really interesting cases, and I'm watching a lot of my leaders, my management team, my leadership really try to figure out this Chat GPT bug bounty program. Just really trying to figure out Chat GPT in particular. I'm not going to define any details, but we're really trying to iron out. I'm really seeing a lot of cool things. So with Chat GPT, I think the way it can produce any information on the fly that quick is really cool. And I hear a lot because I'm also a part-time educator. I hear a lot about like, oh, are you going to let your students use ChatGPT, or are you going to, allow it to be an opportunity for them to learn AI? So I look at ChatGPT a little bit different than probably the average person. I don't look at it for it to tell me answers. I don't look for it to really write a proposal. But what I do allow it to do is give me a brainstorming opportunity. I use it as a brainstorming tool where I have the opportunity to generate a lot of ideas. And then once I get the ideas, I put my thoughts and their thoughts together, and I put it together, whether if it's a proposal, whether if it's building out a slide deck, whether if it's, answering a question or doing background research on a particular technical topic, wherever the case may be. So I think that's why I use ChatGPT for. It's a brainstorming tool for me, but also it's a really good tool to find an answer at the end of the day. And some people do use it for that. So I think what it's doing right now and where it's going to go is phenomenal. And I kind of wish we had it back when we were in grade school. When we were in grade school, when we were in college, that would have been a game changer. And I know the students are really loving it. And for the educators that are out there who may be watching this, really allow your students to really use it, because I think the people who are really going to benefit from ChatGPT is people who know how to use it, not people who are like totally against it. People who are totally against it are only going to hurt themselves. Try it out, experience it, see what it can do for you, and take it from there.
Yeah, most definitely. ChatGPT for me personally has boosted my productivity times 10.
Yeah.
Things that would have taken me like
Day.
an hour or two to do, it's taking me like 10, 15 minutes.
It's
I'm getting to it quick.
And it's spitting out to you so much. It's
ridiculous.
like, it's like, whoa, it's a little overwhelming. It's like, actually a simple thing is giving you so much. It's like, all right, let me pick what I want to use from here. But I think it's so cool how it's spitting out so much. What do you think about Copilot? Have you saw Copilot yet?
Yeah, I did.
I don't know too much about that, but I heard about it.
Yeah, so I did a lot of research on Microsoft Copilot. It's amazing technology that's going to be leveraging AI technology, and essentially it's going to be integrated into Microsoft's Office suite. So Word, Excel, PowerPoint, Microsoft Teams chat. So an example use case would be like, let's say you're on a team meeting and you're discussing a project you're trying to accomplish throughout the rest of the year. So when you're talking about this specific topic, the AI is basically depicting all the text in the background, and it's deciphering who's talking about what, key takeaways, is capturing notes. And let's say Fortune had an assignment for somebody that reports to him to come up with a report by next week. It's going to take that and say, so-and-so, you need to have this documented and get this report. And it's going to capture that for them without them having to even, take notes about that. And it can also send out emails as well. It can also create Excel documents and PowerPoints for you. So essentially it's boosting your productivity like we were just talking about previously. So
that's really dope.
Yeah, it's gonna make it so you can focus on actually getting work done instead of all the tasks involved before you can actually do the work to complete the project.
I imagine it'd be embedded to the calendar and email, and
exactly,
OneNotes and stuff like that. So that's really dope. I think Microsoft is a phenomenal company. I always say all the time, there's a lot of different companies out there that I won't name that are flashier or sexier, but now I think with Microsoft doing this AI thing, I think they're becoming really flashy. They're becoming not only that standard company that can do everything, but they're showing some of their sexy and flashy features with this AI product. So looking forward to see where the future goes with that.
Definitely, I love Microsoft, and as a company and all their products, very innovative company as a whole. For them to adopt artificial intelligence instead of shying away from it, they're going to be one of the ones to continue to lead the industry and be one of the top threats in the future.
For sure, and they definitely have the foundation. I mean, how long have we been using the Office 365 suites? I mean, embedding all that into that. I mean, that's a whole different game changer. I mean, I've been using Microsoft Word for, I can't remember, as long as I remember. I mean, I remember when there was Microsoft Word in 1997. So stuff of that nature. So they're definitely just adding on to their arsenal, and it's really gonna be cool what happens in the future with that.
Yeah, and definitely another use case. Let's say like somebody needed to create a specific use case for the project that your team is working on.
Like a proposal?
Like a proposal, for example, and you want to schedule a meeting the following day or bi-weekly. It's going to automatically capture that in the meeting and schedule it for you.
Oh, wow.
And include everybody.
It's like your own personal assistant.
Exactly. So that's a good way to put it. So Microsoft Copilot is essentially your AI assistant to help you on your team. So like we're saying, you don't necessarily want to shy away from artificial intelligence. I don't think it's going to take a lot of jobs, but it will take away the jobs of people that don't know how to use it. I will say that. But if you are capable of like using this new technology and you're innovative and you can brainstorm and use it to your advantage, then you'll be fine. You'll be completely fine, because this stuff is only going to get better. And just to piggyback or dive into the next topic of robotics, robotics are advancing at an extreme pace. It's crazy because last week my mom sent me a video of a artificial intelligence robot that they brought to her office.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so
what did it do?
So basically the robot, it looks exactly like a human. It didn't have any hair or anything, but you're able to ask it questions, and it's using ChatGPT on the back end to answer those questions. So if I ask it a question like, what do you think about the outlook on the tech industry? It can answer that for me. And if I ask it more personal questions like, how are you doing today? Are you happy or are you sad? Can you smile for me? It could actually smile and show emotions. It can smile, it can frown, it could, be angry or mad. It's able to express emotions, and you can see it in the face, and it's very detailed.
Imagine a robot being mad though.
I know, but I don't feel, because everything is programmed with the robot, so they don't necessarily allow it to go crazy.
There's parameters.
I believe they're gonna use it for customer service first. So like, there's already some companies like McDonald's that has a fully autonomous store already with robots working it. So I feel like they could put stuff like that at the counter to greet the guests and take orders, solve any discrepancies with the orders, and it's gonna always have a smile on its face.
That's interesting.
It's not gonna get mad or anything. It's not gonna get sick.
Attitude, great customer service.
It's not gonna get an attitude, get sick. It's gonna always have great customer service. It's gonna want to actually help the customer. So, I mean, in a use case like that, I can see it, kind of being beneficial, because not everybody is always there to serve the customer, do what the business desires for the company. And then being able to have this technology in place at these stores, I feel like it could be, possibly beneficial. But I understand people feel different type of ways about that. How do you feel about that? Like, if you were to get an order and a robot was taking it?
How would I feel about if a robot was taking it? I would, first of all, hopefully it's a nice robot. I don't want to do any attitude. So, I never really understood why people work at fast food spots and give you nasty attitudes. So hopefully the robot fulfills that need, because I think it actually stimulates the mental health of the human being. So hopefully the robot's nice. You know, Chick-fil-A all the time always said it's my pleasure. Hopefully he's doing things like that and find his little niche to make the customer feel like, hey, we're wanting here. You're welcome to spend your money here. So I'm looking for that extreme customer service. In terms of how that would make me feel, I would be really just looking for somebody that's just helpful and willing and happy to do the work or the task that I need them to do when I'm visiting that fast food place. So it would be interesting to see.
Yeah, same, definitely. And also, Tesla's, you know, they're developing robots as well. And these robots specifically are going to do tasks that are like, that we often don't want to really do, like taking out the trash,
washing dishes,
like stuff like that. I personally don't like washing dishes. So if I could get a robot to do that for me, that would be amazing.
Yeah, but I wonder that price point will probably be ridiculous.
Of course, yeah, starting out, it's going to be ridiculous. But the beautiful thing about tech is over time, it gets cheaper.
Funny enough about the price point though, you know, a lot of people were complaining about the price point for Apple with their VR release.
The vision, yeah.
I don't know. Would you be spending $3,500 on that?
I feel like if you really like love Apple and technology, then you're gonna spend the $3,000 on that product.
Yeah.
And I really liked what they announced with the Apple Vision Pro headset because it's basically, Apple is one of the biggest companies in the world. So with them taking the time to develop this product and announce it and continue to try to push the augmented reality space further, they're basically saying like, okay, we're going to adopt this technology and we see the potential of it in the future. And for example, I tend to look at things like 10, 20 years ahead. So if you remember the first iPhone when it came out in like 2008, that was groundbreaking technology at the time. Like one of the first touchscreen phones with a music player in the phone as well.
Yeah.
And looking back now, like I could use that phone for like a day. I'd be like, what is this?
Look how everything evolved.
Right, but we got the phone now, and it's a computer in your pocket. You could literally do anything on your phone today. So with that Apple Vision Pro headset, you got to look 10, 20 years ahead. What I'm seeing the technology as is like, this is going to allow us to have the technology to where we can put it in like regular glasses. And we can see, you know, instructions on the road on how to get to a specific destination, or even when you're traveling, you could be talking to somebody and it's going to translate it right in front of you so you can hold a conversation. It's going to enable humans to talk in any language that we want and communicate with all different types of people. So it's going to drop tremendous barriers and like allow us to essentially become, you know, cyborgs in a sense.
I think
it's cool to me.
Yeah, that's really dope, especially with like the whole Apple thing. Me personally, I don't think I'm ready to buy the Apple product for $3,500 because I kind of want to see how people are using it first, see how it's going to look, because I think the price is going to drop. I actually think it's a little bit too much. But in terms of its capability, if I was really into that stuff, I know one of my homeboys was showing me and Corey, you know, how he used it for real estate, like how it can be used for real estate. And I think that's really dope that you can use a VR headset and really embed that into real estate. It even went as deep as using it into like where my parents are from in Nigeria. So you can go into like a building in Nigeria that, you know, or a land in Nigeria and really develop how that will look in Nigeria or what that really looks like. And I think that's completely something that I would never have thought about. I mean, going to a third world country, using technology to try to use that as an advantage to look at properties or buy real estate or invest in real estate or just build on real estate in a foreign country like that. That's crazy. So imagine what you could do here when you're looking at like a random condo in the midtown, downtown Atlanta, and let's say I'm interested in buying it. I can just go in there. I can walk in there with the headset. I feel like I'm in there, but I'm literally in the middle of my living room sitting here. But I'm walking around my living room, but I feel I'm there. I'm over here looking around, stretching my arms, seeing how far everything's from each other. And I just think that's a whole game changer. And he mentioned a lot about the iPhone and looking the first iPhone looking 10 years ahead, right? I would never forget the iPhone 7 Plus. The iPhone 7 Plus to me was the game changer for me when I was like, whoa, we can do portrait mode. Like I just thought it was
that
a big
was a
enough
game
phone like that.
changer.
Portrait mode was a game changer. Like, so it's like Apple's figuring out new ways to add on top of something and get better, because Apple didn't create the VR headset.
No, they didn't.
All they did was saw an idea and just like, oh, we could do better, we can advance it. And I'm pretty sure they're gonna take over that market and advance it, because that's just what they're known for. They get an idea, you know, they make it better, and then one thing they really are really good at is that they make sure all their products are connected to each other, and it's just like that's so key.
Yeah, I love that
Like,
about Apple.
I don't think iPhones are the best phones, but the iPhone can connect to the headset, the Apple Watch, now the VR, now the Mac. I mean, the iPad. I mean, they have so many different connections. So with that being said, I think there's better products out there, but with their connectivity and what they're doing and embedding everything, I think it takes it to a whole different level with them.
Yeah, and just to add to that, with the price of the headset, I feel like the people that are gonna buy it first and the people that need to buy it first are the developers, because they're gonna create the applications for tomorrow and the foreseeable future, and they're gonna make sure that these applications allow us to, you know, do different things, like I was talking about, translating things that people are saying to you in different countries, getting directions to different places on the road. And the thing that makes this so different from other VR headsets is that this is augmented reality. So with like the Oculus Quest, for example, when you put that on, you're submersed in a different world. Like you're not aware of the things that are going on around you. But with the augmented reality headset, it's putting things in your space. So I can still see what's going on in this room, but I could have a screen right here playing a whole video. So they call it spatial computing. And to me, that's gonna be amazing technology. And you know, Apple always does things to the extreme, and they make extremely high quality products. So I know, you know, the images are gonna be extremely crystal clear.
Yeah, I even wonder like the advantage VR headset the Apple VR headset will take on like Sony and Xbox. Like, I wonder will it really put a dent in the gaming industry? Because obviously it's going to be used for some gaming activity, but I wonder how real would it be? Could I play FIFA on that headset? How would it be, you know, playing 2K? Like, how does that feel? How does that look? So I'm really interested to see the future of that.
Yeah, so you got this like a 70-inch TV. So with that Apple Vision Pro headset, it's gonna allow you to have like a 200-inch screen in front of you.
Wow, that's crazy.
It's literally gonna be like a movie theater. So you could be fully submersed in that experience when you're playing FIFA.
Wow.
And it's gonna be like out of this world.
Yeah,
but you different. Like, it's gonna feel like
you're actually kicking the ball, or
you're actually kicking the ball, but you're on your couch.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be extremely big for the entertainment industry and also the sports industry, because I'm pretty sure they already got brand partnerships in the works with ESPN and the NBA, FIFA, MLS to actually be courtside watching these games in like clear HD.
Yeah, that's another thing, courtside. And if you're actually playing like a physical sport or activity like that, that's gonna be good exercise, weight loss. So let's see how they take it though. We'll see what the parameters are, what can be done.
Yeah, definitely. And I mean, if you've been to like an NBA game and you want to sit courtside, that's at least $2,000 that you're paying, like minimum. Yeah. But with that technology, it's gonna allow you to maybe pay $200 to sit there virtually. And I would much rather, you know, save $1,800 to see it virtually and feel like I'm still there from the, you know, the comfort of my couch. I can have my food here. It's quiet. I'm peaceful. I'm seeing everything. It's crystal clear.
Being courtside in the comfort of your couch is so crazy.
Exactly. Instead of, you know, paying the $2,000, going out to, you know, downtown, sitting in traffic, having to pay for parking, navigate through the crowd, find your seat, get up, go to the bathroom, all this other stuff.
Yeah, get some food.
Right. It saves time, money, you're in the comfort of your home. It's like, how can you really lose? So if they get it to the point to where it feels like I'm actually there and the quality is like
good.
crystal clear,
we have some problems.
it's gonna be truly groundbreaking technology. So I'm excited for, you know, the future of all this technology, and I definitely feel like it's gonna be a force to be reckoned with,
Yeah.
to say the least. But yeah, it's a lot of exciting things here in the future. I don't know about you, but I love that I chose a career in tech.
Yeah, I couldn't have picked a better field in tech. I mean, every time I look back at it, I'm like, man, I picked the right field. So looking forward to see where this goes, and you know, I'm in the right place at the right time.
I know. I said, until next time, remember, tech is a wave.